Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, where I'm continuing to record puzzles from the round 4 of the 2015 World Puzzle Federation competition set. Now, all of the puzzles in this set totaled 600 points, and people were given 90 minutes to solve it. But I've been told by people who practice these puzzles say that they try and get about 5 points a minute. This puzzle was supposed to be this puzzle was a 40-point puzzle, so people who are trying to speed solve would normally be trying to do this in about 8 minutes. My testers actually, or one of my testers who actually does a lot of these puzzles said, I'm likely to hate this month because a lot of the puzzles in this month are just not my sort of puzzle. Though Windoku is a puzzle type that I absolutely adore. So I'm looking forward to trying this one, but I'm not worried about time so much. But I am going to explain a core piece of Windoku logic before I reset the puzzle, because in order to solve this, I think it's going to be expected that people understand the logic. Now, one thing that I was also told is some of the puzzles in this month's set, I probably do not want to attempt as a blind solve. It was probably expected for this month's set that people had a very, very strong classic Sudoku skill set, and some of the spotting in this is just something that I'm not going to be very good at. So I've been told to not blind solve. I think 4 of the puzzles I've been told to not blind solve in the variant set. We'll see how we go. But I've been given a list, and I will, before I record those puzzles, I will take a look at them. Anyway, so this is the Windoku. This is one I am attempting to blind solve. So how does Windoku work? So we've got normal Sudoku rules. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We also have the fact that digits do not repeat in any of these shaded caged areas. So there can be no repeated digits in here, or in here, or in here, or in here. They're the rules of the puzzle. Now, before I restart the puzzle, I'm going to go through a piece of Windoku logic that some of you may have seen or may not have. If you know the Windoku trick, then you may jump to the start of the puzzle solve. There'll be a link below. But if you don't, you may want to know this before you start, because it would have been expected that you know this. So let's look at columns 2 through 4 and highlight those cells. Now, we know that in these 3 columns, we're going to be placing the digits 1 through 9 3 times, because this is 3 rows of the Sudoku. But we know that this caged region is going to contain 1 through 9 once, and that this caged region is going to contain the digit 1 through 9 once. So that means that these yellow cells have to contain the digits 1 through 9 once. So this is going to be these yellow cells are going to be a set of the digits 1 through 9. So the digits in the columns containing 2 cages that aren't in the cages must be a set of 1 through 9. Now, the same is true here. Those, for exactly the same reason, those must be a set of the digits 1 through 9. But the same works in rows. In these rows, if I highlight those in, let's use green, then those are 3 sets of 1 through 9, or 1 through 9 3 times, but there's one lot of 1 through 9 here and one lot of 1 through 9 here. So those are 2 of them. So green must be 1 through 9. And for the same reasons, those must be another set of 1 through 9. So this lot of green is also 1 through 9. So you can't repeat digits. So we're in a normal Sudoku grid, say, for example, that could be a 2. This can't be a 2 because we've already got a 2 in this green. So we couldn't put another 2 there. Now, there is another important thing to think about, which is if we look at it, we've got 2 yellow sets that are 1 to 9, 2 green 1 to 9. So we've already got 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've already got 8 1s through 8 9s. So these digits in the corners or in the middle of these uncolored digits, which I'll color now in blue, those must be the 9th set of 1 to 9. So if you know this pattern, there's a set of 1 to 9 in that yellow. In this yellow, they're 2 different sets of 1 to 9. This is a set of 1 to 9. This is a set of 1 to 9. And blue is also a set of 1 to 9. That is forced by the Windoku pattern. if you know that, this would be a puzzle you can speed solve, possibly. I don't know how long it's going to take me. If you don't know that, this puzzle would probably be something that you would be have a lot of trouble solving. So that's something that I wanted to explain before I restarted my timer. So I'm going to now restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So where can I start? Okay, 3 and 3 means 3 is in one of those, but I can't repeat 3 in either of the cages. That is a 3. Can I do any more with that? 3, maybe. 8 is in one of those two. 7 is in one of those. Ah, no, 7 isn't in one of those two by Sudoku. 7 is just there by Sudoku. So that puts 7 down here. No, it doesn't. It puts 7 in one of those two because I can't put 7 in any of those or any of those. So 7 has to go in this region. So it has to go in one of those two. Okay. 8 is in one of those two by Sudoku, but I can't put another 8 in that region. That's not the 8. That's the 8. So now in this box, or in this Windoku grid, 8 is in one of those two. Don't like marking across boxes, however it comes out. 5 is in one of those two. Okay. Eight is in one of those. 8 is not in any of those. Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky than I thought. Oh no, this is a 2 because of the 2's looking in. That's a 2, which puts 2 in one of those, but I can't put 2 there because it would repeat. So 2 is in one of those two. Except I can't put 2 here, it would repeat. That's not the 2, that's the 2. And this is 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this going to be parity? Because this is 2, 4, 6, 8. So 6 is in one of those two. This is a 4, 6 pair because 4, 6 and 4, 6. This is a 4, 6 pair. And these are all of the odd digits. So where can I put 7 down here? I can't repeat 7 in this box. I can't put 7 there. This is the 7. So 7 is in one of those two. Well, this 7 is looking back saying, that's not 7, that's 7. Looking across saying, that's not 7, that's 7. Yeah, that had to be that way anyway. Because of box, but normal Sudoku did it. So 7 is not in any of those or any of those, but I have to put 7 in this box. So this is 7 making that 8. So can I do more with 7? This is a 7-5 pair because 7, 5, 7, 5. So this is 5, 7, and the 7 is looking up, making that the 5 and that the 7. Really helps when you know the Windoku trick. 3, 3. Oh, I've got 3. 2 is in one of those two in the box. I still feel I'm stuck. Which region is restricted? I've done all the 7s. 8 is in one of those. What are these? 1, 3, 5, 9. Well, 5 is in one of those two. Three. No. Um, 8 is in one of those two. I've already looked at that. 9 is in one of those two, which is true. So it's, where is, oh, I've already got, yeah, 9 in this region. So 9 in this column is not in any of those. So it has to be in one of these three. 9 is in one of those three. So I can't put 9 in any of those. And I can't put 9 in any of those. So 9 is in one of those three. Yeah, because I can't put 9 in any of these. So 9 has to be in one of those three. But that's not doing much. But it's reinforcing the logic because of 9 having to be in here. Okay, a little bit stuck. 4 in this row has to be in one of those two. This is a 4-6 pair, isn't it? I can't put 4-6 in any of those or any of those. This is a 4-6 pair, giving me a 4-6 pair in the column. Can I resolve that 4-6 pair? What are these? 1, 3, 5, 9. Well, that's not helped me. There's no 3 there. There's no 5 there. There's no 1 there. Yeah, these are all 1, 3, 5, 9. That's kind of unhelpful. 5 is in one of those two. What is this? Is this also 1, 3, 5, 9? It seems to be. Well, 5 is in one of those two because of the 5 looking down. Yeah, 5 is in one of those. So there's no 5 in either of those two. So 5 is right there in the row. That's interesting. Oh, and 3. This is a 3-5 pair. So there's no 3 here. This is a 1-9. This is the 3. And these are 1 and 9, which isn't resolved. But that was very cool, this 3 and the 5 doing work in here. But these are known. These are 1 and 9, aren't they? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these are 1 and 9. Oh, so this is known. They're not 1 because I've got 1 in this region. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3 and 5. That's weird, but I like it. And this is 3, 5. And the 5 is looking down, making that the 3, that the 5, looking across, making that the 3, that the 5, looking across, making that the 3, because of that 5 making that a 3. That's so cool. There was maybe another way of doing these. These are 1, 5, 9. There's no 5 there. There's no 9 there. Yeah, not sure. 8, still in one of those two. One's not in any of those. So 1 is in one of those 3. Maybe it's this now? Because these are a bit restricted? Or are they? Two is in one of those two. Because I can't put 2 here, but I have to put 2 in one of these. I have to put 4 in here somewhere. Well, it can't be there or any of those. So it's in one of those 3. What can this be? 1, it can't be 2, 3. It could be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7. So it's 1, 4, or 9. That, can I map these together somehow? Maybe, but this is a pair because 1, 9, 4, 6. So these are 2 and 8. And now I've placed 2 and 8 into this region. So these can't be 2 or 8. So I can't put 8 in here. So where's 8 in this column? I can't put 8 here now because it would put 2 8s into the bonus region in these rows. I can't put 8 here, so this is actually an 8, which puts 8 in one of these two. So what are these? I think they could be anything that's left in the column though, because this is a quadruple. 1, 3, 4. Hang on, what are they? No, they're not 3. 1, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 1, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's no 5 there. There's no 5 in either of those. So this is a 1, 4, 6 triple, and that becomes a 5. And these are 1, 4, 6, giving me a 1, 4, 6 triple in this column. So the 1 has to be over here, and this isn't a 1. But the 5 is looking down, making that the 1, making that the 9, making that the 5. The 9 doesn't actually see any of those. But this is now a 4, 6 pair in this column. But this is a pair now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 and 9. So these are 2 and 9. Oh, of course, because this is a 4, 6 pair. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's working. That's really cool. But I'm still a bit stuck. It's just a little bit tricky to scan, I think. There's no 9 here. So 9 is in one of these 3. These are all 1, 2. Right, hang on. Where's 4 in this column? I can't put it here. This is the 4. So these are 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8 now, meaning that's the 2. That's the 8. The 2 here, sorry, this 1 has made that the 2 and that the 1. The 2 looks back, making that the 9, making that the 2. The 1 says this isn't the 1, this is the 1. This is a pair of digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Giving me a 4, 6 pair in this column. So this is a triple. 1, 3. Hang on. It's not 1. It's 3, 8, 9. I've already got a 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 8, 9. Well, there's no 3 there, and there's no 3 there because of the 3 in the cage. This is an 8, 9 pair. That's the 3. The 8 is making that the 9 and that the 8. And now this is a pair because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 2 and 9, but I can't repeat 9 in the Windoku. That's the 2, that's the 9. This is 4 or 6. And the 4 is looking up, making that the 6, that the 4, which makes that the 6, that the 4. This will get resolved in a minute. There's a 1 in one of those two. And they're 1, 4, 6, making this a 1, 4, 6 triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 9 go into those. And the 5 makes that the 9 and that the 5. This is just me scanning badly at this point. The 9 looks down, making that the 1 and that the 9. So these are 1 and not 7, 1 and 6. But the 1 here is looking across, making that the 6 and that the 1. The 6 looks up, making that the 4 and that the 6. Taking 6 out of those, this is a 1, 4. Making that the 6, making that the 4, making that the 6 and that the 4. of course, this 4 looks up, making that the 1 and that the 4. The 1 looks down, making that the 9 and that the 1. The 9 looks across, making that the 1 and that the 9. These are 2 and 6. I'll use the 6 to make that the 2 and that the 6. And that is the solution to the puzzle. 1454. I love Windoku puzzles. I really do. Windoku is one of my favorite constraints, which is basically classic plus. So classic plus something. So I would say it's Windoku and diagonals are my favorite ones, where there's just an extra single sort of additional thing on top of it. Though I've been told the diagonal in this month's set is something I should pay attention to and probably look at first. I'm not sure why. I'm trusting my testers. My goal with the channel is to bring you a good video of a puzzle and try and showcase the logic rather than show off my skills, because I am what I am. I would much rather practice a puzzle and showcase to you, if I have to, and then showcase to you what logic there is in the puzzle, than do what has happened a bit recently. I recorded a puzzle a few days ago. I'm recording these weeks before I release them, I expect, where I got stuck for 50 minutes. I still released the video, but it was not a pleasant experience for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully, my favorite setter of Windoku is Ashish Kumar. I love his Windoku puzzles, but there's been a lot of others as well. Yeah, I hope we see more Windoku. They can be a lot of fun. This one was one of them. So thank you to Jan Morowski from Poland for this puzzle. I really enjoyed it. I'll see how I go with the others. We'll see how I go. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.